Welcome to Shankar Solution. Today our chapter is median. Median is one of the method of central tendency. We know there are three methods of calculating central tendency. One is mean, second is mode, and third is median. So median is one of the formula or calculation or method of central tendency. Okay. Now what is median? Median of a set of observation is the value of the middlemost item when they are arranged in order of magnitude. So what does it mean? It means if we arrange a series of numbers in ascending or descending order, and thereafter the middlemost value, the middlemost item is the value of median. Okay. So first we come to an example of a simple series of numbers. But in practice, in simple series of numbers, there are two types of series. Two types of number contains in a series. One is odd number series and second one is even number series. So we try to describe first the odd numbers of series. The middle value in case of a series with odd numbers of item can be easily located. For example, the sixth value if the number of item is 11. So suppose a series contains 11 numbers. First we have to arrange the numbers in ascending or descending orders, and thereafter out of the 11 we know if a series contains 11 numbers, we know that the sixth number will be the middlemost. So therefore the value of sixth number is our median. Okay. Another example, median of the following numbers 32, 22, 29, 17, 40, 26 and 21. It is a series of number having 7 numbers. Okay. So first we have to arrange the numbers. Arrange the numbers in ascending order, that is 17, 21, 22, 26, 29, 32 and 40. And we know that in case of a series contains 7 numbers, the fourth number will be the middlemost. Okay. So middlemost number of the above numbers is the fourth number. So what is that fourth number? That is 26. Okay. So 26 should be the value of median. Now in case of the total number is even, we have to take average of middlemost two numbers. Okay. Well, what is that? In case of a series contains even numbers, we know that there are two numbers are middle, because there is no a particular number, but there are two numbers. So first we have to arrange them and thereafter taking the average of these two. Okay. So say a series contains 10 numbers, there will be two middle value, that is fifth numbers and sixth number. So the average of these two numbers, fifth and sixth number, should be called as median. Okay. Median. So another example, median of 3.1, 2.6, 4.7, 5.0, 2.4, 3.9, 5.1 and 3.6. First what we have to do, we have to arrange the numbers in ascending orders. So that is 2.4, 2.6, 3.1, 3.6, 3.9, 4.7 and 5.0. So out of, as there is 8 numbers, we have to consider the middlemost. What is that middlemost? That third and fourth, that is 3.6 and 3.9. So we have to take average of these two middle numbers. Okay. So average of 3.6 and 3.9 is 3.75. Okay. This is the answer. In case of group frequency distribution, we can calculate the median in two ways. Okay. So what is that? By using a formula and by using simple interpolation in a cumulative frequency distribution. Okay. So whatever is the result is same, just we have to taking the procedure is two different ways, but as per the values or what is the result is same in both cases. So by using a formula. Okay, so median equal to L1 plus n by 2 minus f divided by fm into c. First we have to know that n is the total numbers. The frequency of the total frequency is called n, descent call. Okay, and thereafter we get the L1. L1 is lower boundary of the median class, and f is capital F, that is cumulative frequency corresponding to L1, and fm is frequency of the median class, and c is the width of the median class. So first we have to draw a cumulative frequency distribution table, and from that we find the n, and thereafter on the basis of n we get the values of other L1 f, fm and c, and thereafter putting the value we get the median. Okay, the second procedure. What is the name of the procedure? By using simple interpolation in a cumulative frequency distribution. Okay, so here median minus L1 equal to median minus L1 divided by L2 minus L1 equal to n by 2 minus f1 divided by f2 minus f1, where n equal to total frequency, f1 is the preceding cumulative frequency of n by 2, f2 is subsequent cumulative frequency of n by 2, L1 is class limit relating to f1, and L2 is class limit relating to f2. Okay, out of the above two formulas, the second calculation and the formula is easier and recommended for the beginners. Okay, so we have to do some problem, and all problem to be done in the second procedure, because the second calculation is easier than first one. So we have to calculate the median in the second way, that is through cumulative frequency distribution. Okay, so here is a problem. The total table given below, the frequency distribution of weight of 80 apples. So we have 80 apples, their weight is given, and on that basis we find the median. According to weight, it is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has been divided into 8 class, we find out, and accordingly their frequency of each class is given there: 5, 7, 12, 20, 16, 10, 7 and 3. Okay, so come to our problem. First we have to prepare a table that is called cumulative frequency distribution. Okay, so first we put down the weight according to the problem given, and thereafter we put the frequency. But after putting the weight, we find that there is a gap between the upper class and subsequent lower class, because 110 to 119 and thereafter 120 to 129, that means there is a gap between 119 and 120. So we have to eliminate this gap. Okay, so how we should eliminate the gap? So we have to, for class boundary, we have to find what is the average of this gap, that is 120 minus 119 divided by 2, that is 0.5. So 0.5 to be deducted from the lower boundary and 0.5 to be added with the upper class boundary. We know the first one that is given, that is lower class boundary, and second one that is given, that is upper class boundary. Okay, so from 110 we are deducting 0.5, and from 119 we have to add 0.5. Okay, and accordingly we get the class boundary of the total entire problem. Next, come to class limit. We have to put each class value in a single row. Okay, so thereafter it becomes 100.9, it will start and it will end from 189.5. Next come to cumulative frequency distribution. So cumulative frequency, next come to cumulative frequency. So cumulative frequency less than. Okay, so 109.5, what is the frequency? Below 109.5 there is 0 apple, that means frequency, cumulative frequency is 0, and 119.5 is 5, that is we have to get this frequency. Thereafter 129.5, that is 12, that is 5 plus 7, and so on. So 12 plus 12, that is 24, is the next frequency, cumulative frequency. Now come to our total number, or now come to our last cumulative frequency, that is 80, and here we have to check that this total last cumulative frequency will be tallied with total frequency, that is 80, and it is also 80. Okay, that should be a checkpoint. Okay, next we have put down the formula. That method is called simple interpolation in a cumulative frequency distribution. Okay, so what is that? Median minus L1 divided by L2 minus L1 equal to n by 2 minus f1 divided by f2 minus f1. Now come to our what is n by 2. The n by 2 is the main indicator of calculating median. That is, n is our total frequency is 80, 80 by 2, that is 40. So here n by 2 is 40. On that basis we find our calculation. So if n by 2 is 40, this n by 2 lies between our cumulative frequency table, that is 24 and 44, because 40 lies between 24 and 44. And if we continues the line to the class limit column, therefore we also find that L1 is 139.5, L2 is 149.5, and F1 is 24 and F2 is 44. So on this, applying this value in our formula, we find the median. Okay. Now from the table we find that L1 is 139.5 and F1 is 24, L2 is 149.5 and F2 is 44. So putting that value in the formula, we get the median minus 139.5 divided by 149.5 minus 139.5 equal to 80 by 2. 80 is the n is total frequency. 80 by 2 minus 24 divided by 44 minus 24. So from that calculation, after solving it, we find that median equal to 147.5 grams. Check the calculation and we find that median equal to 147.5 grams. That is the median weight of the apple. Okay. Next problem of the median will be missing frequency. Okay. So next problem we do on the, we have to calculate how to find the missing frequency with the help of median. Okay. So in the first problem we have to do a single missing frequency. Okay, subject to median is given. So what is the question? An incomplete frequency distribution is given below, that is height in inches 5.1 to 6.0 and 6.1 to 7.0 and so on, and ends come to 11.1 to 12.0, and it is the height of the plants. So number of plants, that means the frequency is 3, 8, 27. Therefore there is a question, we have to find out it, 17, 11 and 9. Okay. It is known that the median height of the plant is 8.53 inches. Calculate the missing frequency. Okay, this is the question. Similar in the earlier problem, we have to go for cumulative frequency distribution. First we put that height is given all. Next number of plant, that is also we have to put instead of the fourth frequency what is the question, we have to put the value as x. Okay, and therefore we put the other values also, and therefore we got the total frequency equal to 75 plus x. Here also a gap between 6.0 and 6.1 upper and lower boundary, so we have to eliminate the gap. So 6.1 minus 6.0 by 2, this is 0.1 by 2, that is 0.05, and we have to deduct 0.05 from the lower boundary and adding it with the upper class. Okay, so 5.05 to 6.05 and so on, and up to 11.05 to 12.05. Next we put the class limit, all class value putting a single row, and thereafter we get to up to 12.05. Thereafter we go for cumulative frequency. Here cumulative frequency is 0, 3, adding 3, therefore 3 plus 8, 11, 11 plus 27, 38, and so on. Therefore 75 plus x, that is the total frequency, and total frequency is also tallied with our last cumulative frequency. Okay, now the question median. Median is given here 8.53. So we have to find where 8.53 lies in the class. Okay, so in the class 8.53 is between 9.05 and 8.05. Okay, so therefore we find the L1, L2, F1 and F2. Okay, next we put it in the formula, in our formula, and try to find the median, try to find the missing frequency. In the problem, median is given, that is 8.53, which lies between 8.05 and 9.05. So putting the value median minus L1 divided by L2 minus L1 and equal to n by 2 minus F1 divided by F2 minus F1. So therefore 8.53 minus 8.05 equal divided by 9.05 by minus 8.05, that is 75 plus x minus 38 divided by 38 plus x minus 38. Okay, and here also by solving that problem we find that x equal to, or the missing frequency is 25. This is our last problem. Hope in this problem we have to find the two missing frequency subject to median and total frequency is given, both are given. Median and total frequency both are given. On that basis we have to find the two missing frequency. Okay, frequency. In the following data, two class frequencies are missing. What is that? Is in the class interval, that is given 100 to 110 and so on, and it is 190 to 200, and frequency 4, 7, 15, note of interrogation, 40, note of interrogation, 16, 10, 6 and 3. However, it is possible to ascertain that the total number of frequency was 150 and the median has been correctly found as 146.25. Find the missing frequency. Okay, this is the question. So here is two question mark, that is fourth frequency and sixth frequency. These two frequencies are missing, so alternate we have to put as fourth frequency. For fourth frequency we put down x4, and for sixth frequency we put down x6. So first we find the class 100 to 110, 110 to 120 and so on, and thereafter we put the frequency. The first x4 is the fourth missing frequency and x6 is the sixth missing frequency. Okay, now come to class limit. Another point is here there is no gap between the upper and lower class limit, so we have to note, we have not calculate the class boundary. Thereafter we directly come to class limit, that is 100, 110 and so on, and thereafter we put the cumulative frequency. First is 0, therefore 0 plus 4 is 4, therefore 4 plus 7 equal to 11, 11 plus 15 equal to 26, and thereafter 26 plus x4 equal to next is 26 plus x4 and so on, and you must understood. Thereafter come to our next point, and total frequency is 101 plus x4 plus x6, and here the median value is 146.25, that is given in the problem. So on that basis we find the class. We find continued it because 146.25 lies between 140 and 150. So this median equal to 146.25. We continued this line, this one, and we get L1, L2, F1 and F2. Okay, so put the value in the our formula in the next page. Here given median is 146.25 and total frequency N is 150. Therefore median 146.25, so it lies between the class limit 140 to 150, 140 and 150. Okay, already I given that, already I told. Therefore putting the formula, and thereafter 146.25 is our median, and L1 is 140, and L2 minus L1 equal to 150 minus 140, and thereafter putting the value of this part right hand side, that is N equal to 150, 150 by 2, and F1 equal to 26 plus x4, and F2 minus x1 66 plus x4 and 26 plus x4. Okay, please check it with the earlier page about the from the table. Okay, thereafter we try to calculate the only x4 is one unknown figure that is come here. Therefore the x4 equal to 24. Check the calculation. Okay, next part, as total frequency is 150 and 150 means our total frequency coming was in the earlier page, that is 101 plus x4 plus x6 equal to 150. Putting x4 equal to 24, we find that x6 is 25. Therefore x4 and x6 equal to, x4 is 24 and x6 is 25. Hope this is the primary or basic idea of median. Hope you like this video. Please share and subscribe. Comment in case of any query.